Good morning. It is pretty warm today considering it's almost 40 degrees, but it's raining. I don't mind going out in the rain, and I've done it before, but that was in the summer, and this is January. It's cold. Even though it's a lot warmer, it's still too cold to be out in the rain. So I'm going to walk inside today on our treadmill. This is why I'm not walking outside today. Alright, here we go. First of all, the most important part. Now that I got the most important part settled, let's figure this out. Whoa, that's really slow. See how that is. 1 mile. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time to put a star on. Today's the 2nd. I walked today. That's 4 days so far this week. I only have to walk 1 more day this week to meet my goal. That doesn't mean that I won't walk on Saturday or Sunday, but that means I don't have to. So if I just really don't feel like it, then I'm not going to. I like seeing the stars. I don't know, it's kind of like when you get a star in school. It's like, yay, good for you. So, alright, let's have a wrap session. Okay, so just finished walking. It was the first day walking on the treadmill, talking about my 3 things. How did I feel physically? How did I feel mentally? How far did I go? And then today I'm going to add in comparing between the treadmill and walking outside. So first of all, how did I feel physically? I feel good. My legs are not as wobbly as they have been before because they're kind of getting used to it. I can also feel in my muscles where I've been using them and feel a difference there. They feel tight. I've always kind of liked that tight, slightly painful feeling in your muscles after you've worked them out. And so, oh my gosh, right now, my legs just now started twitching. My muscles and my legs are twitching. So, well, that's kind of weird. So, where I can feel the tightness is like right here in my legs, on the sides, and kind of even almost all the way up into my hips. So right here is where I feel it the most, and I can feel it a little bit on the inside too. I feel a little bit in my calves, down here. The twitching thing in my legs, that was kind of weird. It's gone now, but I stood up and now I'm sitting back down, so kind of waiting to see if that happens. I've felt that before. I don't know if it's going to happen again. Okay, so question 2. How do I feel mentally? I'm proud of myself for 1 more day. That's 4 days this week, 5 days total. Last night as I was going to bed, I kind of felt like I didn't want to walk. I was like, I don't want to walk, I don't want to. But I put it in my mind, I said, in the morning you'll feel like it. You'll want to in the morning. So, and I did. My legs are twitching again. It's just easier for me to wrap my mind around it mentally in the morning, because then like I go ahead and go, and then I don't have to worry about it. Because if I'm worrying about it all day, then eventually I'll just be like, oh, why am I worrying about this? I'm just not going to do it. So I just prefer to like tackle it first thing in the morning. I know that that's hard with a schedule when you have to wake up early, and it's hard to get up even earlier to do it. But I don't have that right now, and if I can't do it now when I have nothing to do, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it later when I am busy. So, I'm proud of myself, and no matter how I feel the night before, the next day is always a new day. And so actually, I was right, and I don't know if I was right because I put it in my head last night, or if I just did change how I feel. I kind of quenched that thought first thing last night. I was like, well, I might not want to right now, but it doesn't matter because right now it's time to go to bed, and I've already walked for the day, so I don't have to worry about it. Tomorrow I might feel different, and I did feel different, and so whether it's because I gave myself that little pep talk last night or because I actually did feel different, I don't know, but that's part of changing yourself is not just changing your behaviors, but changing your thoughts. That's what I'm working on as well, and that's why I answer the question, how do I feel mentally? Because it's important to focus on that, because that's a big part of it. And like I said, running or walking or exercise is at least 80% mental, at least. It's getting past all those negative thoughts in your head, and that is the hard part. And so that's why I answer that question. Third question, how far did I walk? Well... no, Andy. Mr. Hendricks told me whoa! It just stops. A little less, but that's because when you're on the treadmill, like, you're kind of locked into a speed. Now I can go up or down, but for some reason it feels like you're going faster, I think, on the treadmill than when you're just walking outside. So I'll get to that in a minute. What is the difference between walking on a treadmill and walking outside? I'm going to do positives and negatives. The positives of walking on a treadmill compared to outside is that you don't have to worry about the elements. Today it was raining, and not as cold, but still it's cold and raining, and I don't want to get sick. And so if it was snowing or raining, or it's way too cold or way too hot, then having the treadmill is good for those times when you can't go out or when you really don't want to go out because of the weather. Another positive is that there was more information afforded to me with the treadmill. I got my heart rate, I got my speed, I got my distance. I was able to see the timer at any time that I wanted to, and while that's a positive, I also kind of consider that a negative, because sometimes I end up watching the timer instead of just enjoying a walk. Another positive is that you can watch TV, so I actually prefer to listen to music when I walk, especially like right now when there's not really anything on TV or you don't have anything on your DVR. Oh, another positive was that I can have my bottle of water right there. Now I can take a bottle of water with me if I go out walking, but I don't want to, because I don't want to carry it. I'd hate carrying things. Like, every time I've gone out, I make sure that I have pockets to put my camera in, put my phone in, my music, and all of that, so that way I don't have to carry it, because I hate to carry stuff. Another positive of using the treadmill is that you can set your pace. So if you are wanting to increase your distance or your speed or something like that, then you have more control over that than if you go outside and you don't know how far it is from here to the end of the street, like me, or you don't know how fast you're walking. You just think that you're walking faster, but on the treadmill you know you're walking faster because you up that speed. So that's another positive. But I'm not there yet, and so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just trying to walk at a comfortable pace. Alright, negatives. First of all, I feel confined because of the bars that are around you. For the treadmill, I feel like I'm in a cage, and I'm not super claustrophobic, but I kind of felt it a little bit there, especially when I'm used to being outside in the open air and nothing is surrounding me. And it was hotter because I was inside, but I actually kind of prefer that, because when I ran in the spring, summer, fall, and never ran or walked or anything in the winter, and so I kind of don't really like the cold months. I also am one of those people that I have to see something different every time I go walking, just because otherwise it gets boring, and I like taking a new path. And it's not like I'm going to see something completely brand new, but it's not something that I saw yesterday. and the day before, and the day before, and that's when it gets old. I just prefer being outside. I've always been outside kind of person. If I could put the treadmill outside and then walk on the treadmill outside, I would be happier than inside. Another negative is that you have all of that information right there in front of you, and sometimes you might get caught up in it rather than just enjoying a walk. So now I'm going to answer one final question. Which one do I like better? I prefer walking outside. There might be more positives to a treadmill based on what I listed anyway, but the reasons for walking outside far outweigh the reasons for walking inside. But I like that the treadmill's there, because otherwise I would have, given myself an out today. Either that or I would have walked in the cold rain and then gotten sick. So either way, it's not good. Yeah, I've been talking too long, but there was a lot to talk about today. Mwah! Here is my breakfast of the day. I have orange juice with mango. The Simply Orange is like the only orange juice I like. I have granola, pomegranates, grapes, cantaloupe, and vanilla Greek yogurt. I just got this, and I'm going to try it today. I've never used it before, so we'll see what happens. A little argan oil to help protect my hair. Okay, this is the final product. I haven't really done anything with it. I really like it. Ta-da! Outfit of the day! I love these boots. They're like my favorites. Okay, what's for lunch at 3:15 in the afternoon? A very late lunch, that's what. I just got carried away doing my hair and makeup, so here's what I'm having. I'm having spinach salad with my yogurt dressing, and then the pine nuts, and then a couple of some of the pomegranate for a little bit of sweetness and tartness. And then some banana chips. I'm gonna have water with my lunch because I had juice this morning. It's snowing now. Wanna see Jay? Hi, JJ. What are you doing? What are you doing? You just laying around? Oh, poor baby. You poor baby. Oh. Oh my goodness. See those tracks in the snow right there? I just did that. So I was coming to a stop at the stoplight, and I gave myself plenty of room to stop, but my car was not stopping. I don't know what was going on, and so I swerved over to the side to avoid the car in front of me. Otherwise I was going to hit them. And I mean, I was going like 2 or 3 miles an hour. I wasn't going very fast at all, but I was not stopping. And so I veered over to the side, and then of course there's the hill, and I got stuck. I couldn't go back up the hill. I didn't try very hard. I just tried reverse once, and I wasn't going anywhere. And so I just put it in drive and just drove down the hill. So that was kind of scary. It is now 22 degrees. It has gone down 15 degrees since this morning, and it's still going down. Being stuck in traffic is no fun. This weather's kind of scary though too. Whoa! I've slid a lot, so I'm trying to be very, very, very careful. For dinner, I am having a spinach salad. There's a little bit of cheese, my dressing, and can't see any, but I put some craisins and sunflower seeds in there. I'm also having mush, apparently. That is barbecue beef and broccoli and cheese, pre-packaged, both of those. I would normally put this on a bun, but I decided not to. I like it by itself, and so why eat carbs when I don't need to? That's my dinner. That broccoli does not look very appetizing at all. This is what was made for me. This is what I made. Food is not one of my goals. The specific goal for January is to drink only water and juice. In February, then I will reevaluate, see what kind of works, see if there's something that I can add to that.